one world, one love, one destiny, one goal. For us all, for us all. If you look at the community itself, it's an inspiration in its own self. At times I get my inspiration when I'm walking. I also get my inspiration as I'm sleeping. At times I can just wake up and then I feel something. I feel like writing something. So I just wake up at that time and start writing down whatever feelings that might be running in my mind. My music basically aims at educating the community. And I feel that I have an obligation as an artist who comes from a society which actually is, filled with so many issues. I feel that I have an obligation to address those issues. So I take music as a tool. Poverty is a result of economic deprivation. And just like I said, just as HIV has been fought through education, I believe that there is also a potential of fighting poverty through educating our people. Because actually, some people actually think that they were born to be poor, the way the world has been made, like they believe it cannot change. Yet, there's a potential for change. The moment they'll realize that, you see, it's not my enemy who's my neighbor. It is what we're facing generally as a society, as a community. So that is when they'll go out there and demand for what is right, what is rightly theirs. I want to bring it in a simplified way. If it's a constitution, let me write it in my own way, the way I understand it, so that they too can relate to that. Because my purpose basically is to make them see themselves through me, because I'm a mirror. As an artist, I take myself as a mirror. I'm a mirror to the society. So they should look at me through my lyrical content and see themselves. And that way, we can be able to move along together. I think police brutality, and in relation to the people in the ghetto, I think it's so intense. Like, people are being brutalized. Actually, if there was to be a curfew, it wouldn't be somewhere in a posh neighborhood. What happens always, whenever there's a curfew, you'll find it in the ghetto. So every time something bad happens, it all goes back to the ghetto. It trickles down to the ghetto. Like, the people at the top are secured. Like, they're like angels. So the devils are to be found in the ghetto. So that is why the police, when it comes to brutality, they feel like they have a certain privilege, like to take advantage of the people who live in the slums. And this is why we feel like we as people, not only as artists, we need like to join hands to better be able to address these issues, because there's no way one individual can be able to force all these forces, because they have everything around them. If it's money they've got, if it's weapon they got. So the only weapon we have is in unity. Our own unity is the only weapon we have. Hip-hop actually is a culture whose essence is to teach. So whenever you see us doing this, take time and listen to what we are saying. This is a song known as One World, and it touches the people of the world, not even the community around me. It touches the people of the world actually to come together, to show love, because I believe that the key tool that we can use, that the most important tool that we can use actually to change all these, it's only when we possess that love, that unconditional love, that is when we can be able to like change whatever conditions that we're today living under. You keep on watching, like the entire world, keep on watching. Keep on putting your ears in the street. Listen a lot. Don't just watch your TVs. Switch them off. This is your man Randy, straight up from Dukeland. Peace, joy to the world. One love. A message to the world leaders. It's time to stop the wars, to stop all social injustices and heal the wounds. One book, one love, one destiny, one goal. For us all, for us all. One goal, one love, one destiny, one goal. For us all, for us all. Mbona kuna classes, division katikati ya masses. Mbona kuna clashes, tribal, racial, religious, political conflict. Proliferation your weapons, do destruction your mankind. Capitalistic tendencies for centuries, iki undermine democratic revolution. Majority of the masses wako detained, isolated, impoverished, famished. Due greediness ya corporates na individuals monopolizing capital markets, wakipigania ku-control centralization ya profits under the disguise ya social initiatives. Wana rob waki-propagate personal interest at the expense of working horses. Plight ya the poor ni economical deprivement. Transition ya generations ziko forsaken due unnecessary excessive consumption ya resources na minor dominant forces. One goal, one destiny, one goal.
What's happened to Randy? Where's he gone?
Randy is going to the police station, but Randy will be out soon because we guys are revolution and we'll riot so Randy can get out.
So what happened? You're free?
Oh yeah, finally. See, like there was a problem. Actually, a problem has just happened, and I'm from the police station. I was caught up with. I was at the social hall, and you know what happened was the day before, that was yesterday, we had you know, like kind of graffitied the place. We were just trying to kind of express ourselves. So this morning, as I was doing my video, I just, you know, I was called upon by some guys, and they locked me in a room. After they locked me in a room, they took me to the cops. They can never silence me. You know, the only way they can silence me, say that if they choose, you know, to do me like Biko, and that means they shoot me. Bullet through my head. That's the only time. As long as this man keeps on breathing, my lungs have to keep on spitting.